few advanced concepts are there. So we'll discuss about what is dynamic parameters in Power BI report. So please remember, dynamic parameter is only we can create in the Power BI desktop and only we can apply in the Power BI desktop. Okay, so that means dynamic parameter is only for the desktop users. Okay, not for service users. Okay, so dynamic parameter will work in the only desktop users. Okay, so for example, why it is important, why we'll use dynamic parameter. Okay, so by using dynamic parameter, what we can do is we can show our report with some default value. Okay, for example, let me take some example. Okay, let's connect to employee dataset. So there is an employee dataset. So employee country column also is there. Okay, load. Basically, so row wise filter it is a row wise text filter. Okay, so where we can create the dynamic parameter, we can create the dynamic parameter in transform data. Refresh. So these columns mgr, this column is not required, I'm removing. This is also not required, removing. Okay, this employee number also not required. Okay, fine. Now my table is simple. Okay, so here text is there, right? So employee name also text and job also text and country also text. Okay, so I want to apply, I want to show my report by default some value. Okay, how do you do that? Okay, so okay, fine. First of all, create one simple report, then we can understood. I'm taking employee name and also salary and also country I'm taking, or employee name, country, employee name, salary, then we can take country also. Okay, fine. Alternative rows. Okay, so now visibility is better. Okay, so now for example, I want to show my report, if anybody open some default report or if anybody open this pbx file, so I want to show drop down. Okay, so for example, so I have to how create, I will show you transform data on what basis you want to do. So I want to do based on the country column, right click, add as new query, list is created, from the list remove duplicates. So now list dot distinct. Okay, okay, now list is created successfully. Now, so this is a slicer. In the slicer we should have unique values. Now come text filters. Okay, fine. Now, so first we have ready with our slicer, then you need to go to manage parameters, new parameter, country, or I will mention country anything. So description, if you want, you can mention mandatory fee. Okay, so type any. Okay, suggested value query, I am selecting query. So which query? Country. My query name is country. Current value, what is the current value? So I will mention New York, Chicago. In the country column, any value you can take, or query is, my query is country. Okay, this is the country, right? Just click on OK. Now I am ready with my slicer and I am ready with my parameter. This is a parameter symbol. Okay, so I want to apply this parameter to this employee table. What we do is right click or left click, text filters equals. Now select here parameter. Once you select here parameter, automatically it pick my select parameter, select country parameter. Just click on OK. Now parameter is applied. See here, only Chicago report is coming. Now again I want to show you. So clear filter, right click, text filters equals to, take parameter, select country parameter. This parameter is automatically selected. Just click on OK. Okay, so now close and apply. So what we done here, first I have created one list and we created a parameter. That's it. Now okay, already I applied this parameter in this specific field. Okay, now close and apply. Now report also filtered. Now report also filtered with Chicago. Correct. So in this way we can use. Okay, so now, so if we create dynamic parameter, we cannot publish. For example, it is untitled save. So parameters always save with the two types here, PBIX and PBIT. Okay, PBIX generally we do. So PBIT means Power BI template files. You select PBIT, then put dynamic enter, just doing like this, just save it. So it is asking export a template. It is asking some description. Please select any one country to display report. Just click on OK. Anything you can write it. Okay, now it's a PBIT. Now I am closing this. It is asking, do you want to save changes? Yes. So if you want to PBX also, you can create one PBX. I'm saving with the PBX also. I just mentioned dynamic. That's it. Okay. Now come to Power BI 7 AM, DAX functions, and this is a PBX. Okay, dynamic parameter. This is Power BI desktop template. It is showing, see here, 3 MB. How much it is taking? KBs in the KB 62.8 KB. But if you save in the PBIT, it will take more memory. Okay, now I am opening PBIT file, dynamic parameter. Just click on see here, dynamic parameter. please select any one country to display the report whatever we mention. Okay, just you need to enter value or we can select the value from here. See here, this is the list: Dallas, Chicago, New York, whatever this. Okay, take anything, New York, just load it. Report will be load with that default value. Okay, so if anything, if nothing is there, then it won't load. Okay, nothing data is there. Chicago, load. Now my report is loaded with the Chicago data. Okay, so in this way we can use a dynamic parameter in Power BI. So first remember the points. Dynamic parameter only useful for the desktop users. We cannot publish this PBIT file in the Power BI service. Okay, and so dynamic parameter, what we do? So whatever the you want to paste on, you want to do some text filtering or something, you just create a list first of all, then we create a dynamic parameter, then you apply that dynamic parameter to that particular column, then you save as PBIT. That's it, very simple. And wherever you go, very important concept, row level security. Row level security is very important concept in Power BI reporting. Okay, so if you attend any interview, they will ask you, so have you ever implemented row level security in your projects? You must say yes, I know how to implement and all. Okay, so very simple. So there is a documentation, row level security. So it is a very big concept. Don't worry, I will explain. Very simple. RLS in Power BI. What is RLS? Row level security in Power BI. Just click on row level security. So row level security with Power BI. Row level security with Power BI can be used to restrict data access for given users. So filters restrict data access at row level, and you can define filters within the roles. In the Power BI service, members of workspace have access to data sets in the workspace. RLS does not restrict any data access. Okay, so you can configure RLS for data models imported into Power BI with Power BI Desktop. You can also configure RLS datasets that are using directory such as SQL Server. Okay, don't worry, come here. So very simple. So roles before it is roles before roles, here it is calling manage roles. Here we need to create a role. For example, you are one role, I am one role. Roles we need to create. Under the roles we can add the members. Okay, here the see the scenario. United States. Okay, first of all, let me go to my Power BI desktop. So let me connect to my SQL Server. Adventure Works, dim date, dim geography, fact internet sales, dim geography, and also I'm taking dim customer. Just load it. Okay, now I'm taking dim geography. Okay, I'm taking English country region name and sales amount. Okay, okay, okay. We have some English country region name is there and the country wise sales is there, right? Correct. So, for example, I want to create one roles like Australia. For example, if anybody, for example, we have some data. Okay, so row level security, how it will works. For example, I am a manager. I want to see everybody's report. I want to see all countries' data access to my email ID and. So I want to give some only Australia access, Australia data related or Australia report access only to that whoever working on Australia database. And if somebody working on Canada, so I want to give access only Canada. I don't want to give access this France, Germany, and entire thing. Only that particular thing I want to give access. As a manager, I want to see everybody's report. Okay, I want to see full report and who are working on that particular thing. So I want to give that particular thing only. Okay, so such kind of scenarios, what we can do? Go to modeling. So we need to create a manage roles. Very simple. We need to create a role here. So create role. Very simple. For example, I'm creating Canada role. Canada, Canada. In the Canada, we can restrict here. We can whatever the tables we loaded into the Power BI desktop, all tables will become here. Then dim geography, right click, add filter, hide all rows, geography, city, whatever you want to apply the filter. All columns will be come here. See here, I am taking English country region name. English country region name equal to Canada. I will put Canada. Canada. This is a Canada rule. So just save it. One role is created, and I want to create one more role. Create United States. Okay, United States. Dim geography. Right click. Add filter. English country region name is equal to United States. Just save it. Now we have two rows. Now go to view as. So I am testing. So I'm just selecting Canada. Just click on OK. So now I can able to see only Canada report. Stop viewing. So select United States. United States. Only you can able to see United States. And view as Canada, United States. Now we can able to see only Canada, United States. Okay, now we have created roles in the Power BI desktop. Now we have created the manage roles. We have created the roles into the Power BI desktop and we tested how it is working, right? So for example, how it will works. So for example, I want two ways here. Here by using user principal name and user principal is there. So user principal name, for example, I want to display. So for example, if somebody log in with their email ID, see here, John at the rows. See here we need to add the roles. These roles we now, as of now, what we did is we just created the roles into the Power BI desktop. If somebody log in into the Power BI service, then they want to see only that information. How do you achieve that? Means very simple. Go to Power BI service. Under Power BI service there is a ellipse symbol. We need to go to data set. Under the data set, so right click, we need to go to security tab. Security tab, with the there we need to add the members. United States, United. So that members can see only that information only. Test as role. Okay, see now. So what I am doing is I'm just publishing. Before publish, it will ask us to RLS example. Okay, just select my workspace. Just open. This is the report, right? Okay, my workspace. Now my workspace I published, and want to search RLS example. So this is the report and this is the data set. So here we need to select and we need to go to security tab. Under the security, whatever we created the roles, Canada and United States, here we can add the members. For you can add a number of members. For example, I am adding myself, info@SEO Bangalore, and click on add. That's it. So Jabullah Vanali is added. So I don't have any other email IDs. So if you add another email ID, then it will say this is outside organization. Okay, only inside organization only we can add the members. Okay, so now, so successfully I created one role in Canada and United States also. I'm adding myself only, because we don't have anything, right? So so now Canada, I'm just clicking, or United States also just clicking as test as role. Now viewing as Canada, so I can see only Canada's report. Okay, if I am logging with my email ID, I can see only this information. So if you select United States test as role, see only United States information I can able to see. So in this way we can restrict the data access to the given users. Okay, this can be achieved in two ways. What is that? Test as well. See, using username or user principal name DAX function, you can take advantage. You can take advantage of the DAX function username or user principal name with your dataset. You can use them within expressions in Power BI desktop. When you publish your model, it will be used within the Power BI service. So within Power BI desktop, username and will return user in the format of domain slash username. If you use username, this function domain slash user, that means for example TCS slash Jabi, bench Mercedes Benz slash Jabi, or if you use user principal name, it will return a user in the format of user at the rate like this. So for example, Zabi at the rate mercedesbenz.com. So that is the difference, that is. So you can use username and user principal name also, but the difference, so if most probably everybody using username at the rate their domain.com, right? So you need to go to your uh, Power BI desktop. In the Power BI desk